This is your 2 News Oklahoma Fantasy Football Forecast.
Bum, 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 bum.
So, a controversial week. I guess controversy, maybe not, but a crazy week.
How
Just
so? In the NFL?
In the NFL.
In our league?
And it started right at the beginning. I don't know if you guys were watching
candy
the.
corn, by the way, for those who are watching.
Yeah, that if there's anything that's controversial, it's that.
That's what I thought we were going to start with when you said controversial.
Disturbing.
I love
Do you
candy
know there's
corn.
actually a study that shows most people eat candy corn in a particular way?
Top, third, then the next, and then bottom.
Well, some just eat it whole, yeah, and then top, and then
Right.
I go from the bottom up.
They were just talking
I
about that.
don't
in
know
the
about that
newsroom
study,
yesterday.
but yeah, if
That
you're
was
watching
me
it,
that was talking
if
about
you're
it.
watching at home, the proper way is you take the top third.
Yeah,
And then the
yeah,
next.
that's the right way.
I
Yeah,
like that.
okay.
That's how you do it.
Who
The right
does it
way-
the other way?
The right way is to throw it into the garbage.
Okay.
So controversy right off the rip this week with the game in Germany. Did you guys see Mike Pereira on camera making a weird tongue gesture at the camera? Clearly not wise to him being on camera.
I thought this was a PG podcast.
Now, what are we talking about?
It's just super. Did you see the video?
Yeah. How do you can miss that?
It's just
Oof.
very bizarre.
Very.
And just in our line of work with you, obviously you guys being on camera as often as you are,
Don't do that.
right. You
Never do it.
Always know when you're on.
In
know
front of
when
a
you're on.
Eating
camera.
candy corn, okay. Pereira's weirdness, not okay.
Yeah, in front of a camera, you don't make weird moves.
Yeah.
You just don't.
Yeah, and he's got to have some help there. Somebody's got to be like, Mike, you're on. Mike, you're on.
You would think.
Anyway,
It was early.
so
Early for the boys in LA.
to the football that was played. Bills Vikings. Just a
Game? Can we say what top 10 game of the century? Maybe.
Of the century. Interesting.
Yeah,
Man, it was a
maybe
good- I
number
mean-
10.
We've had some really good ones just of late.
Yeah,
Bills Chiefs last year.
yeah.
but that one.
For regular season, yeah. I mean, regular season football doesn't get any better than that.
I say just the fourth quarter had everything you could have wanted.
It was a Stephon game. It had everything.
Yeah, to go for and in my other league I got Stephon and Justin Jefferson. I'm going, oh my god! I was just like, oh my god, these catches.
Just aliens out there on the field making catches. It's just
Justin
absurd.
Jefferson catch.
Well, it's
Yeah.
just a defender's got two hands on it. He's got one hand on it, like on his side,
Yeah,
and still is just
Just
perfect,
rips it
just
away.
coming up with it.
That
It's
skinny
unreal.
kid from LSU can do that. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
he's bulked up some.
He has, yeah. He's bigger.
The defender there on the Bills said, you know what, I should have just swapped it away, but I was trying to go for the grab, and he should have swapped it away, and then it wouldn't have been an issue. But
How can you know that?
I know,
Right.
yeah, right.
How can
Yeah,
you know
a-
that?
any other receiver you're on, it doesn't matter if you're going for swatting
right.
it away or grabbing it. He's not going to catch it.
And then some people are arguing, well, Pickens' catch earlier this season was better, and I'm like, no, he didn't have a guy on him. It was
Yeah,
at
that's
4th
right.
and 16.
And the angle, yes, thank you. Fourth quarter, huge
Yep.
game, two great teams. Falling back the angle he was at, and then to be able to rip and keep it from hitting the ground, because if it goes to the ground,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's done.
So then we go up to the question: was it an OBJ catch? I mean that
I thought it was more impressive than OBJ's
I did
catch.
too. I did, even
I
though
did too. I'm
OBJ's
biased, though,
was
so.
more impressive in its own way. There is a sense in which what OBJ did was more impressive, but no, being able to snatch that thing
I'd say,
from a defender.
Like OBJ's catch looks better on as a logo
Yeah.
on a T-shirt.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
right,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's
But-
the sense in which, yeah.
Because it's hard to get Jefferson on a T-shirt
right.
with that
Yeah.
kind of sort of goofy angle
And
that
so
it was caught at.
Pickens can kind of go into that category
Right.
as well.
Yeah.
But no, this was a big time
Hand
contested
strength.
catch. Yeah.
I mean,
Just nuts.
that's what I kept thinking of. I was like,
And body control. I mean, on your script here it says aliens playing wide receiver, and that's exactly right. And if you watch, I think it was the first episode of the midseason Hard Knocks that they're doing on the Arizona Cardinals. The wide receivers coach talking to DeAndre Hopkins is conveying kind of
Yeah.
the same thing, that like
Yeah.
you're built different. God made you
Yeah.
different than most
true.
of the guys who have ever even
Right.
played this game. And obviously, Justin Jefferson falls into that category, and he and Diggs can make plays routinely that so many other guys who can play for a long time in this league will never make once. And that's what I love watching more than anything else in the game of football, is those guys who are just so different that there's no coaching it, there's no explaining it. Like, they were just born to do this thing, and he falls into that category, no doubt.
Let's get in the fantasy aspect of that. I mean, Stephon Diggs is 28, will be 29, I think, in a week or so. Cooper Kupp. We're starting to see now the seams fall apart on the slightly older receivers. That Father Time is kind of catching up with them. Cooper Kupp, it might have begun a couple weeks ago when they were playing, useless time with Cooper Kupp. And Cooper Kupp, I think, is about 30 now. We have Keenan Allen, who you can't overcome the hamstring issues. We got Michael Thomas, who's perpetually injured now. It seems like once you get to 29, it's all over. Stephon Diggs might be a little different story. He's more of a technician. He's not that. I don't know. He's slightly more possessive receiver.
Sure.
He might be able to hang on till about 30, 31. But then you got Justin Jefferson, who's only 23.
Right. Yeah. He's got him and Jamar Chase have some time.
They've got some time. Yeah.
It would be interesting. It's crazy that they were on the same team.
Right.
And
They weren't, because that was part of the trade.
At LSU.
Oh, okay.
At LSU. Yeah, no, they were on the same team that I saw with my own eyes take apart an OU defense that was already bad in a way that was just
with
laughable.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I think it was 49 points by halftime. Whatever. It was as many points as they wanted by halftime is what it was.
See, this is where I wish I would have been a college fan so I could have seen these guys.
I didn't see it coming with Jefferson. Now, he was the best receiver on the field that day, but there's no way if you would put Chase and Jefferson together and said, hey, one of these guys is going to make that catch in Buffalo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I would have said, oh, yeah, that could be Justin Chase. He just looked too skinny.
Okay.
But obviously was very capable and an incredible route runner and did whatever he wanted to that day, and it was better than Chase that day. But they played on the same college team. But what I was getting to is
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
That's right. What's interesting is trying to project, because Jerry Rice went to 40. And granted, the final 8 years of his career were, and Larry Fitzgerald is another example of a guy. Which of those two guys do you think maybe is built for that? And granted, you want both of these guys on your fantasy team for 10 years if possible, but which one can maybe take this like 15 years for you? Can you imagine that in a keeper league?
I would say Jefferson, just because how quickly he's become so built.
I agree.
That he like his body itself looks a little more built to last, I'd say Jamar Chase, his injury being a hip injury,
right?
Those sort of things always
That's
scare me a little bit,
yeah.
long term, not a lot of guys get.
Does it scare you
hip
for
injuries.
this year when he returns?
Okay, so
do you have any?
Yeah, he was still on crutches yesterday.
Yeah.
And that's not a good sign with the hip injury.
I wouldn't think that's great. No.
And you're going to lose a little. Chase is a freak. I get it. But there's going to be a little bit of a knockdown. He's still going to be great, maybe not elite to finish out that season. Great, yes. Elite, yeah. So, he might be back in the fantasy playoffs or maybe in the final 2 games of fantasy. You're still going to start him, obviously. It's Jamar Chase. But, yeah,
he could be a guy who swings things even for people who swing big to acquire him in leagues where that can be done. I'm in a guillotine league, and guys are up for grabs coming down the stretch every single week. If somebody gives up a lot for him and it doesn't pan out, that can send it the other way. Or he can be a guy that wins a league for somebody if he does come, those last couple weeks.
Yeah.
And so despite the Jefferson performance on Sunday, didn't get you your win.
He didn't, and Tyreek Hill. At this point, this trade I made a couple weeks ago is come back to haunt me. Tyler Heineke. I needed 2 points from Heineke at one point, and then he throws an interception. So then I needed 4, and he never scored me anymore. And it's in a 2 QB league.
You gave up Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence would have got me the win. Would have solidified my playoff.
You did bring back Chubb.
Yeah, but you know what? See, this is the problem with Chubb. And I know everybody was like, oh, Chubb. But here's the problem with Chubb is that there's going to be a lot of games like this where he gets 10 or 12 points, and he's not going to win yet. There's some points where he might win you a week, but I'm not a huge Chubb fan, but
Is it Kareem Hunt taking the pass, like taking all the passes from him? Is that where he's losing value?
Yeah, Chubb just doesn't catch the ball very often. Even Kareem, but you know what? They're not passing the running backs. When Deshaun gets back, that's going to be a whole different story. I mean, the offense now doesn't have to put 33 men in the box to block all these these runs. They can oh gosh, Deshaun can throw it and he can run too. So that will open up a lot for Chubb. So we'll see. I'm just frustrated.
Yeah. And Watson is eligible to be back. I don't know if they've said
Right.
I assume he will start.
Week 13.
I haven't heard
Houston.
them say that they're.
I think Chubb is going to be a bear for you down the stretch.
If I can make it.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Because I've got buys this week.
I think you still have a winning record. You now 500.
No, I'm 500.
Okay, I think Chubb can be a bear for you down the stretch, but losing Lawrence in a keeper league.
Yeah,
and I mean you were high on him, right? I mean we could go back and listen to this podcast, and you were captain Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I mean he's got all the fundamentals there. I mean he's got a crappy team. That's not
the right
well,
coach.
And even. It's funny, like they have lost a lot of games, right? But they've but until this week, they haven't lost any of their games by more than one or more than one score.
Yeah.
So it's always close.
It is.
And obviously,
They're
like
close.
a lot of those can be chalked up to Trevor Lawrence, fumbling the football away, throwing picks, that sort of thing. But it's always close with them until obviously you run into the Chiefs, which are a very quiet buzzsaw this season, just because all the attention has been with Buffalo and Miami and now Minnesota.
Yeah. That's why I'm always a big proponent. I used to get so pissed off when people would trade. I'm like, gosh, that's what's so unfair. And then it came out the person got injured. It's funny just how trades never seem to really boom for anybody in particular. The excitement for players wanes and it goes up so much one week from another. It's crazy in fantasy.
Right. So like I had
Justin Fields.
I had Justin Fields who scored almost 40 points and I still lost.
That's frustrating.
It's just one of those things. Like, and that can happen anytime. Like, I had a decent week, but you go up against a handful of guys who 3 guys put up a total of like 70 points, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Fantasy. This is good. Airing of my grievances here.
Yeah,
that's good.
I am in second place in my home league, and I'm only down by 10 points to lead the league in points scored. But I'm 8-2. Is that right? 8, 9, 10. Are we at 10? Are we going to week 11 here this week? Yeah. So we're 8-2. Okay. Here, and I'm gonna make this make sense real quick. So in my other league, which you all I know don't give 2 cents about, but again, this is airing of my grievances here. I am in second place. So the first, second, and third place teams are all 8-2. Only 4 teams get in the playoffs. Ooh. Then we have a 7-3 and a 7-3. Okay, and the way the schedule runs is there's I play number 1 this week. If I lose, I could potentially drop down to 5th and out of playoff potential.
Yeah, that's how coming down the stretch with this, especially if you have a very competitive league like that. Right. One loss either catapults you to the top, or can you drop you all the way down to the bottom?
Yeah, because one of us are going to lose, 1 or 2. So one of us could drop. Our hope is that we both score a lot of points and lose, and then
sort of just by points scored be above that next person. Right.
It's frustrating. I'm like, my team is stacked, and I'm still worried about not making the playoffs. I hate fantasy. I hate it.
How do the real guys do it? How does Cliff Kingsbury still have a job?
Well, that's
right.
a good question in itself.
But how does he deal with the pressure?
But
thank you all for letting me air my, frustration.
That's what we're here for.
You finally got Jonathan Taylor back.
I did.
Top scorer in our league this week.
Who's that guy? What did I pay? $75 for him right out of the box, which was just an absurd price. Is he over 500 yards now rushing for the season? Has that benchmark finally been reached?
Look,
new coach. I'm all in now.
Jeff Sunday.
This is the breath of fresh air. That quickly. Jeff Sunday has got this thing heading in the right direction. I feel really good about Jonathan Taylor coming down the stretch. Mike tried to take him off my hands several times when I was down in the dumps. And,
I'll tell you this.
I'm really
if
glad
I were
hung
you,
in there.
I'd sell it like it's hot.
Is that right? So you think the Colts are going back to?
Yeah. Okay. Here, it's kind of like this. in the middle of a game, if a backup quarterback comes in and starts slinging the ball, the defense is like, "What the heck is we can't adjust. We have no film. They had no film on whoever was calling the plays."
But this is the running back who is considered number one by most people coming into the season, so that's not quite the same as a backup quarterback. But you're saying the Colts are that fundamentally
okay?
broken
Let me just say
going
this:
forward.
nothing has really changed from 3 weeks ago.
Sure.
When Matt Ryan was the quarterback and had
that's
Jonathan
right.
Taylor out there and failing it. I mean, they're playing the Raiders. That alone should just push pause right there.
Fair point.
But, the other team had no clue who's going to be calling plays, what plays are going to be called. They didn't even know Matt Ryan was starting. They had a game plan for Sam Ehlinger. And, look, you would think that the NFL teams would be more nimble than this. But, when all that time and effort goes into planning and they're like, oh, great, this is nothing what our game plan had showed.
Sure.
I think it was just a perfect recipe for a perfect game. Now, Jonathan Taylor's elite, and he was healthy. He is going to put up points, but 24 points, oh boy.
Well, and here's the thing: he ripped off a 66 or 64 yarder.
A big chunk of that was
and
one.
That all counts. So give him credit for that.
Absolutely.
But if you take that away, it is right at 4 yards a carry, no touchdowns. It would have been 21 for roughly 80. I like the fact that over the course of the last 5 weeks, you're looking at 26 carries. 3 times he missed the game. 22 carries against Vegas. He should be relatively fresh for the stretch run, so I feel good about that. But I guess
no Nyheim Hines back there either.
That's right.
Deion Jackson, when he returns, that will take some of the workload off.
Right.
But they're not playing for anything, so
that's true. And bad teams tend to get behind and abandon the run. I have Jonathan Taylor, I have Ramondre Stevenson, I have Pollard. Of those 3, how would you rank those 3 for the rest of the season? Ramondre will be
Taylor,
1 likely,
and then
Pollard third.
As long as Zeke's there, unfortunately, I'd put Pollard number 1 if Zeke wasn't there.
And Zeke is worth monitoring for people who have him this week.
Yeah.
Because last week it looked like he was going to. We talked about like, well, if Zeke's
Jerry.
there, he's got to start. And he practiced early in the week and then sort of progressed poorly. However, they worked that practice schedule out, and he didn't end up playing this last week. Pollard obviously gets all the touches there and had another great game.
Yeah, is there any doubt that they win that game if they just run a little more? I don't really get what
they were like
doing there.
195-0 or something when leading 14 by 14
All
points in the
time.
fourth, and
And coach speak
Just
makes
pump it
me
to him.
mad because all week they're like, well, if we gave Tony too many touches, he would be hurt. They gave him a lot of touches this week.
Yeah, 22 carries.
Yeah. Well, remember they couldn't go over 15. They're like, no way, you'd break down. And here we are. I'm like, you guys are just talking at your ear. And I just feel like Jerry is in their ear. That's what I mean. Like, hey, you got to, pump up Zeke.
This was the most Dallas Cowboys result.
Yep.
it was very
What is more Dallas Cowboys the last 25 years than what happened Sunday at Lambeau? Losing Aaron Rodgers for one. Never beat that guy. And lose in such a way that he steals your soul. And now, look, I'm telling you, we talked about it a few weeks ago. They've got potential trouble brewing with Pollard and Zeke and the touches. Even if they were winning and everything was hunky-dory, I wouldn't feel great about the direction that's heading. And I feel worse about it now that they took a loss there. And they took a loss that was needless. If they just stick with the running game some more, they end up salting that game away. And everybody feels better about everything. Now there is all this pressure. You've lost to those guys again. The Giants are up on you in the standings. The Eagles will remain up on you in the standings. Zeke's going to come back and expect to be fed, and that may not go great. I mean, I could see this season going off the rails for the Cowboys, and it should not with that defense.
The doctors need to come in and say, hey, Zeke, it looks like, this took a step backwards. We're going to have to do some more surgery or something.
you won't be healthy enough until you're traded.
Yeah, so we're going to put you on IR.
I like that.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, it's just not going to work out. Maybe next year, though. Then as a Pollard owner, I'd be dancing out in the streets.
Another guy for people to monitor throughout the week, Leonard Fournette, had a hit pointer thing. They said he's likely to play. But
Old man Lenny.
He's also been splitting time with Rachaad White, which is already kind of hurting his value. It has been over the last couple weeks. So
they're on a bye this week.
Right. So they'll be on a bye. Other bye weeks: Jacksonville, Miami, and Seattle. So a lot of you said you were hurt by some bye weeks coming up. Obviously, you have Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill on your team, so that's
ETN.
a tough one.
ETN on a bye. That
Yeah.
stinks. Tyreek Hill on a bye. And I need to win. I need to win. Oh, boy. Do I trade one of them?
Well, maybe you might start Jalen Warren. He's
I do have him on my bench.
right.
Yeah.
I saw you had him,
Yeah.
and he's been getting some more touches. Now we talked about this maybe one of our first shows. We talked about
Yeah.
Jalen Warren, sort of his potential coming up, and he's been getting more touches, especially in the passing game, which I
Right.
didn't. Having not paid super close attention to him in college, I don't know if that's better suited for his game. But do you think?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Right.
No, it surprised me that he seems to be the guy they're checking it down to. And Najee had a nice little game,
Yeah.
right?
100 yards, 99 yards rushing.
And Warren still finds a way to contribute for you. Now, what kind of deal are you in the business for? You want to look over my roster? and
Yeah.
let me know
You've
what-
got plenty of studs over there.
Well, fewer than I used to
Jonathan
have.
Taylor.
Fewer than I used to have.
Jonathan Taylor sucks. You need to trade him to me.
But
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah. You better trade him.
But if you want this young whippersnapper up and comer by the name of Zeke Elliott, I might
Oh.
just send him your way.
In my home league, I got Zeke, and I don't know. I've got him and Pollard, and I'm like, one's wasting my roster spot, and it's just frustrating because I can't trade.
Sure.
I can't trade Pollard because
No.
and I can't trade both of them. Nobody wants to take on both of them, and I can't trade Zeke by himself. He's old, and it's a
Kinda
dynasty
stuck with him.
league. Yeah,
You
So
need the Cowboys to figure this out.
I do. And then we got late news that Dallas Goedert got hurt last night. Well, we knew he got hurt. He's going to be out for a prolonged period of time. Unfortunately, Cooper Kupp is out probably indefinitely for the rest of the season, I'd say. Those are two big injuries, especially as we head into the playoff realms.
no
But
doubt.
Cooper Kupp, ugh.
That Rams pick that the Lions got for Matthew Stafford is looking better and better.
Yeah, no kidding. Mike Williams for the Chargers. Do we expect him to contribute this week?
I know
Is he going to practice yet?
they said that Mike Williams and Keenan Allen are expected to practice
Okay.
this week. Whether or not, again, I don't know about Mike Williams. I know Keenan Allen has practiced early in the week
Right.
before and then been downgraded
Yeah.
after that because obviously
can't shake the thing,
right.
yeah.
This thing you got a hamstring and that might be it.
My gut says Keenan will play this weekend. There was a report last weekend that he was close to turning the corner, and he said when he turns a corner, he wants to be 100%. He's going to be out there, no snap count. He wants to go all in. I think this is the week that Keenan Allen returns, and you can bank on him this weekend.
They're gonna need him. That's our Sunday night football game.
That's right.
Is it?
Chiefs at Chargers.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Didn't they already play? They played once. Yes, they did. And old Gerald Everett.
That's right.
Gerald.
Old Gerald.
Gerald. That was Herbert making some big time throws.
Yeah, and
Under duress.
he's not been what we would
No.
expect of him.
No, yeah,
this
he's your
season.
quarterback, correct?
He's
your
my quarterback.
fantasy
Well,
quarterback.
my second quarterback has been Justin Fields, so that
Yeah,
might be
that's
that,
kinda-
that
it's
tide's
flipped.
kind of
Ooh,
turning
it's
a little
flipped.
bit.
That's
Yeah.
a good duo to have. I mean, getting those guys back, I think Herbert will step into gear. And Fields, man, this is going back to hello, let's stop the obvious here.
Right.
I mean,
the one guy who's dangerous on the field, right?
yeah, because Montgomery and Herbert or whatever his name is, or Herbert.
Herbert. Yep.
Herbert,
Khalil
yeah.
Herbert. Yep.
Yeah, all these names starting to blend together. They're not doing much. You don't have Mooney. Are you scared of? No. Komet? No. He hasn't done anything all season except one game. So stop Fields. But I loved how even the Miami Dolphins coach last year was like, I told him to stop running.
Oh yeah, he was sitting there telling him, like you could see him on the sideline during the broadcast. He's
Stop
like,
it.
Stop it!
That is crazy to me.
Yeah.
I just don't get this.
So here's my question. You're going to play both of them, right? Herbert and Fields going forward.
Yeah.
They're
Yep,
in,
they are.
unless
They are
there's a
locked
bye
in.
week.
I think the
But-
Bears have a bye.
But do you
coming up.
flip the position you put him in? Do you move Fields up to the QB spot and
You
put
know,
Herbert in the
it's
OP?
always
Maybe just
right now since I have a pretty good record, I'm not going to touch
even
it.
though it doesn't mean anything.
I know, yeah, it doesn't. But
Maybe just to motivate.
Who's the
Herbert.
leader of the
That's
team?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Who's the leader?
Who's QB1?
There could be
That's right.
some unrest if Fields feels like, what am I doing in
Well,
the
that's
OP
he-
spot here,
he-
pal?
Yeah, he's been hot in the OP
I'm carrying
spot.
you.
So I'm wondering how long until he gets sick of being down there.
These are the fantasy questions we're here to answer.
So some of our pickups of the week, Christian Watson is had been on a lot of waiver wire
I think I put in a bid.
spots.
When I'm watching Christian Watson, I think I get memories of the former his former fast white guy.
Jordy Nelson.
Jordy Nelson.
Nelson,
Yeah,
okay.
you know, like,
Watson has good size.
loved hitting those long balls to Jordy Nelson. It was like, oh, here we go again. That's kind of what I see with Christian Watson. It remind me of, and the 3 touchdowns. But here's the deal: they had Diggs covering Alan Lazard.
Right.
So next week it's just not going to be so lucky.
Yes.
We have a breaking weather update here. And actually, I finally get to use my meteorological skills in the fantasy world. We've got the Cleveland Browns at the Buffalo Bills this Sunday. There is going to be an epic winter storm starting Thursday all the way through Monday in Buffalo, even the heart of Buffalo, where they're going to see feet of snow. So
How about that?
Great.
you've got Stephon Diggs, coming back. Josh Allen wanted to get revenge game. That game might be moved,
Really?
delayed.
That bad?
Well, yeah, because Cleveland would have to leave tomorrow to get there, and then hope. I mean, you can't get. So in previous times, like the Eagles
Because
had
they
a
took
blizzard.
Deshaun Watson, I'd be okay with that just being like part of their punishment.
That's right.
You're walking to Buffalo right now.
So here we are. You missed last week's episode. Okay, that's good. That's good. We went all into Deshaun, but anyway,
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that game is definitely worth watching if you have Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Nick Chubb. What's going to go on with that game? It might be moved to Monday night or Tuesday night of next week. That's going to be interesting too.
I don't miss that stress from remember
But
the
you can't-
pandemic when all the games were
Yeah.
getting like pushed to
Here's the
Tuesdays
problem.
and stuff. That was
Here's the problem: they can't move it actually because Buffalo plays on Thanksgiving Day.
they got the Lions.
yeah.
They got the
Thanksgiving Day.
Lions. Yes,
Wow.
you can't move it to Monday.
That's the kind of break the Lions need. I'd like to see the 1 day rest.
Yeah, maybe they just start all the second.
I mean, that's
stringers,
absurd.
Yeah.
So
Look, that's another. And by the way, in talk, I can't remember which one of our teams. It would have been a TU player who mentioned we were asking them about Thursday and how difficult it is to get ready, and he said, the NFL guys do it every week. I thought to myself, yes, and they shouldn't. Like these guys,
yeah,
the athletes are way too strong and fast, and
Well, and you look at the product.
Yes,
the Thursday
thank
night
you.
games
It's
have been
ridiculous.
historically terrible.
there's a reason for it. They're just too good.
I
Not a
think
big
the
fan.
linemen and the running backs they have it worse on a short
Oh,
time.
just
you would
so
think
many
so.
hits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just so much.
So the only
contact.
thing worse would be playing Tuesday night football and then turning around on Turkey.
oh man,
Yeah, you're right. That won't happen.
I don't know how many human rights violations there might be
Yeah, that's
that,
right.
that night.
So I think they'll probably move to an alternate location. What do we got over there?
Skelly Field.
Skelly. That wouldn't be. I would
We're
go.
here.
I would. It would sell out in a heartbeat.
Yeah, absolutely. Once in a lifetime thing.
Oh man.
I don't know where they go. Where Toronto plays, maybe.
I'd say like yeah. I'm
Hey,
looking at. I was trying to see if like the teams on a bye were even in the area, but none of them
Would they
are.
want to use an NFL stadium?
they have
tough
in
to
the
do.
past.
Yeah, they- okay.
Yeah, they went
You
to
fly-
Minneapolis.
And say you fly down to Tampa, I guess. Like Tampa's on a bye. You
Yeah.
can use that stadium, but
but where's Minnesota playing this weekend? Is it? Oh, it's at home against the
Minnesota.
Cowboys. So there's that. I guess you could go play down in Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas makes all the sense in the world.
Easy access,
Yeah,
airport wise, and all that.
Interesting.
Warm weather. They'll want to keep the weather out of. They don't want to move somewhere else and play.
And that is a huge spot for Buffalo, like you just mentioned, coming off the loss. And
Yeah.
it's a team that just a few weeks ago, all of us, I think, for the most part at least, thought was the best in the league.
and the
Can't
fantasy
win a close game.
implications.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Huge.
Thank you.
Huge. So the NFL, they're smart. They'll figure it out.
So 3 other quick questions for the room. So I put on here, we're out on KC running backs, right?
Ugh. Yeah.
We're untrustworthy.
Yeah.
The way they're playing.
Have
No.
no interest.
Right.
No
Okay.
interest.
Elijah Mitchell now backing up Christian McCaffrey. He got some run
Right.
this past weekend. I think he put up like 90 yards or something. So a decent game for a backup running back, and with the way that you can very easily fall behind as far as roster spots for decent running backs that you can start. Is he worth starting on most teams if you have an okay running back situation? Is it worth starting an Elijah Mitchell for the Niners that Niners offense?
It's like the Wilson. I mean, the backup running back in San Francisco has always been valuable. Raheem Mostert used to be the backup. I mean,
Right,
you could keep
right.
it's a 2 running back situation. Remember we talked about how hard it is on the McCaffrey's still RB1 and RB maybe top 5 of the whole NFL, but still there's points to be had.
Yeah. What about Debo?
That's been a
Potentially
tough one.
stealing some carries. Do we think
He's had some carries, but he hasn't had a lot of
not
success.
many? That's right. That's
This,
right.
This season, last season, obviously he was incredible.
That's right. And alongside McCaffrey, I don't know. I don't know where he fits into that offense at the moment. Ayuk has done what he's done with Debo out, but I going forward, I think it's a really good team, and I think the best team in that division. But I don't know what the offense. I don't know what the fantasy implications are exactly with McCaffrey now in the mix.
Debo will probably have like a 30-point game next week and then back to 12 or 2 points the following week. It seems like whoever
You think he'll
Shanahan
be
wants
hit
to
and miss,
use that week. It looked like last Sunday night he had him as eye candy.
Yeah.
And him running back and forth, like, oh, are we going to give it to Debo? No, we're going to McCaffrey. So,
So what I mean there is I do think that there are weeks. I don't know how you would go about
can't.
picking the right week, but I think there are weeks where Mitchell can certainly help you. But I think there are also going to be weeks where he gives you
True.
close to nothing,
Right.
Because it's going to be Debo stealing from him,
Yep.
or they have weapons, and that McCaffrey's going to take up what he's going to take up, and I don't know how it's going to be. Like you just mentioned, I think it'll kind of just be what Shanahan's feeling that week.
Yeah.
He'll ride a hot hand, if you will.
Another, hot hand question. So Paris Campbell has had a couple. Is another Colts, which is an issue in itself, but he's had a couple hot weeks this week, and then I think 2 weeks ago.
as long as Matt Ryan's out there.
It's worth.
Yeah, so Paris
Starting
is
out.
running 3 yard. It's typical depth of targets 3 yards. He's their glorified tight end.
Yeah.
And that's what Matt needs, that quick release. Especially now, the release time on Matt went down significantly from the whole season
Sure.
before. So that's one thing they're like, just get rid of the damn ball.
Yep.
And sure enough, Paris is their guy for that.
Yep.
And if he's dinking and dunking like Matt Ryan should be doing, Paris.
And handing off to Jonathan Taylor. Totally agree. Totally agree.
And another sort of boomer bust guy from this weekend in particular. I don't think the rest of the season he's done very much. Nick Westbrook-Akine, who's the Titans, a Titans wide receiver for anyone who may not recognize this name.
You couldn't pay me to take a Titans receiver as long as Derrick
Right.
Henry's there.
Yeah.
And Tannehill as well. I used to have A.J. Brown, and I used to watch every Titans game, and it was so frustrating. I was like, why aren't they throwing it to A.J. Brown? It was so frustrating because you got Derrick Henry, the freaking cement truck running through the line 20 times, and then he breaks off and scores a touchdown. Like, dang it!
They do what they do.
They do what they do. And then occasionally, like that game, they need someone when they're rushing against a very stout defense that can block the run. They kind of need to open it up for the run. And so you'll get one of those booms with Westbrook-Akine.
Before I go pick up my kid, one
Yeah.
name from the top of our list that I didn't hear us get to, my boy, because he went to Notre Dame, Cole Kmet, who was 0 for
Yeah.
his career in terms of finding the end zone. And now, does he have 5?
I-
5 in the last few weeks?
He's been hot. He had 2 on Sunday.
How do you feel about him? Because he is on the waiver wire in our league, and I've raised my hand on that. What do we think on Kmet going forward with your guy Fields? Starting to heat up.
The current tight end situation around the league, probably. I mean, he's worth taking a flyer on if you've just been hitting and missing
Yeah.
on tight ends. I mean, if you've got a guy who's scoring consistent points, I probably wouldn't start him over that.
When
guy.
I see him catching touchdowns, it's still usually somebody busted. Like it's not like he's just beating
he's strangely
people.
wide
Right,
open.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not like I feel like, oh yeah, he's going to be.
I
A
mean, they're
centerpiece
playing
of
the
their
Lions.
offense. Yes, good idea.
There you go.
Load up. Yeah, hopefully I have old Cole, my old buddy.
So we will wrap up. I know you've got Team Wood this week.
I do.
You in interweather battle between you and Michael Sager.
Yeah, I
about
need
that
a win. I mean, this win,
Yeah.
it's do or die. So Michael, you're going down. There you go. Tornado's
Yeah.
coming.
I've got Annie Brown who
Take her down too, because I
that-
need to
yep,
win.
That's it. All the weather people are going down.
Yeah,
this
take
week.
them down. I'm all for sacrificing the others and just wanting to win.
So for Mike Collier,
Hello.
Caden McFarland, I'm Ryan Love. Good luck, everyone.